we're gonna get off this part. Moving on to Aries. Message. Who the fuck are you? Let's start with the African goddess's dick. We have Queen Nandi, intuition. So looks like a very intuitive person. Ooh, 35 could be significant because I saw 35 on the clock when I looked up. Hold on. Anyways, back to business. Alright. You could be a parent. So I'm seeing two mothers. Queen Nandi with Bokumu, soul forgiveness, and then Queen Yaya Asuntewa, which is level up. Ooh. Let's see. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. There's a lot of like child and like, because we've got like gestation period with winter's dream at the top, and then wood wives. So you could be a mother or a wife, or have a mother or a wife that pertains to your story. But what I'm seeing is like you're a very intuitive person, and you're due for a level up because we've got the intuition here. We've also got like soul forgiveness and level up. You could be somebody that wants kids, like you want something, like you want to move to something fruitful. It seems like I'm getting, like, even if it's not kids per se, it doesn't have to be, because like it could be like a business, like you want to pour into something that you want to grow, that starts off small and then grows. But with the wall, like it's showing like obstacles, so your intuition might be blocked. You might be kind of like unsure of what direction to go in, is what I'm getting. And then there's drifter, which is experiencing life as it comes. So you might not be able to see clearly with your intuition. And on the bottom, we have like self sabotage with Mam Lambo. And on top of that, you have like divine lineage. It looks like you kind of like blocked from trusting your instincts because of self sabotaging. There's a soul forgiveness here. It's kind of like giving, like you need to forgive yourself, perhaps for like falling into some traps, for not listening to your intuition. Because there may have been some times that got you in some trouble or just had undesirable outcomes. for you not listening to your intuition, but you need to understand that was teaching you something. And I'm getting from like experiencing life as it comes, you need to become more than a drifter. Like you need to be an active participant in life rather than just going with just the flow. And in order for you to connect with your intuition, like we have me talks, and it's like repairing the mind, body, and spirit. So you may need to like do some self-care. We have like woodwives at the bottom of this deck. So you could be looking to either like get married or like start some kind of like committed business or something that involves like locking in. And then we have like the child I was meant to be. We have obsession and gilded regret. Your number is 8. Solidly 8. Because not only is the first card 35. When I started this, the alarm that went off earlier that I stopped was at 8 o'clock. And then the child I was meant to be is 8. And then we have 3 with obsession and 5 with gilded regret. So there could be like a mother figure or someone who took like on a mother role that was obsessed maybe with who you were supposed to be as a child, and maybe even pushed you in a direction that you didn't want to go in, which is kind of what I'm getting with the drifter. Like you just kind of fell into that role because you were going with whatever this parent, this energy was pushing you into. It could have been a parent, or it could have been a wife. But it seems like you were kind of just like going with the flow, and that was creating obstacles with your intuition, because whatever you were doing that was being like you were being told to do, it was steering you out of the direction of your intuition. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be maliciously, but you know, a lot of the times as parents, you can project onto your kids what you want them to do because you want them to be successful, because you don't want them to struggle, but it also stops them from being able to move forward. And we have like gilded regret here. And with this card, the elf looks like she's been crying. And like there's this small light in the palm of her hands. And it feels like this energy of like, I should have listened to myself instead of falling into whatever it was. Maybe you were being pressured to get a wife and that's just not, doesn't resonate with you, or just being pressured to go in a specific direction that didn't resonate with you. And now you're trying to like reclaim who you are. But you just need some you need some me time. You need some self-care time. This could hold like this situation could hold like some anger for you. I recommend finding a healthy release and blinded to pain. It seems like you're recently being like unblinded to the pain or like damage that this may have caused. And like forgiveness is also kind of like about like releasing yourself from that guilt that you didn't listen to yourself or follow the path that most resonated with you, and like seeing it as like a new way to pivot rather than looking back and just being like, dang, I wish I could go back in time and change it. Well, you can't. You might be able to like reframe it, but you can't physically like go back and change it. So accept it for what it is and use it as a lesson to move forward. Hope that helped.